Hello students. Today we'll be dealing with the topic chemical reactions and equations. Let us consider the following examples and the following processes which happens in our daily life. We have seen various examples like melting of ice, rusting of iron, decomposition of calcium carbonate, burning of candle wax, burning of magnesium ribbon. These changes can either be physical or chemical. Now, what does the word here chemical reaction represents? For example, melting of ice. In melting of ice, we can observe the water in a solid state gets converted into water in a liquid state. Again, we can see the water in a liquid state will be able to convert the water into solid state. This means we can say it is a temporary change. The original substance do not lose their nature and identity. No new chemical substances form. Therefore, such type of changes are termed as chemical change. As we can observe here, first the melting of water takes place and then the freezing of water takes place. Therefore, it is a physical change. The property of the water in a solid state and the property of the water in a liquid state remains same. They are identical. They are identical in their physical. Now let us consider the another example, that is decomposition of calcium carbonate. The calcium carbonate on heating forms CaO plus CO2. As we are observing, this is irreversible reaction. Often chemical changes are irreversible change. They are permanent. The original substance, that is here CaO and CO2, doesn't lose their nature and identity. The new chemical substance is formed. The properties of CaO and CO2 is entirely different from the properties of CaCO3. Now, such substances which are undergoing the chemical change are referred to as a chemical reaction. So what we have seen, the bond which is present between the calcium, carbon and the oxygen is broken and the new bonds between the calcium and the oxygen and the carbon and the oxygen is formed. So the chemical reaction can also be termed as rearrangement of atoms or regrouping of atoms. Now let us consider another example. Here NH4 N double bond C double bond O. This is ammonium cyanate. The ammonium cyanate on heating undergoes the rearrangement to form NH2 C double bond O NH2. This is termed as urea. As we are observing, the molecular formula of ammonium cyanate is N2H4CO, whereas the molecular formula of urea is also N2H4CO. What we are observing over here, the molecular formula of both the compounds, that is ammonium cyanate and urea, are same. But still it is considered as a chemical reaction because the bonds in the ammonium cyanate are broken and the new bonds in the urea are formed, that is the rearrangement of the atoms and the regrouping of the atoms takes place. That's why such type of reaction are termed as isomeric reaction. Such reactions are termed as isomeric reaction. Why such reaction are termed as isomeric reaction? Iso represents same. That means they have same molecular formula but have different structural formulas. And such type of reaction are considered as isomeric reactions. Now, each reaction Each chemical reaction consists of reactant and product. Reactant as well as product. Now we'll see what is reactant and what is product. Consider the following reaction, that is lead nitrate PbNO3 whole twice plus potassium iodide, that is Ki. It undergoes the reaction to form lead iodide plus KNO3. Here the yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. As in the above reaction, what we are viewing, PbNO3 and Ki, these are undergoing the chemical change. That's why these are termed as reactant. When the substance undergoing the chemical changes, the new substances are formed and the new substances are referred to as product. That means the transformation from the reactant to the product is accompanied by the various characteristics. Now let us focus on what are the characteristics of those chemical reactions. First one is the evolution of gas. That is, when we are treating a metal with a dilute acid, here we are treating a zinc with a sulfuric acid which is dilute. What we'll observe, it is a sort of displacement reaction. As the zinc is more reactive, it will displace the hydrogen from its acid and form the ZnSO4 plus H2. Here H2 form is what? Gas, as the G abbreviation over here represents it is a gas. That means we can show that during reaction there is an evolution of gas. We can also see another examples like KClO3 on decomposition gives what? KCl plus O2. The reaction is carried out in presence of MnO2. Why we are carrying the reaction in presence of MnO2? Here MnO2 represents it is a catalyst. What is the use of catalyst in a reaction? Catalyst is generally used to speed up the reaction. Now, another next characteristic is the change of color. Change of color means when we are mixing substances, two or more substances, then the new substance which is formed have a different color than the color of the substances which we used originally. For example, Pb3O4, that is lead oxide. It is red in color, therefore it is termed as red lead oxide. Again, on decomposition, it gives PbO plus O2. This PbO is yellow in color, termed as lead monoxide. So what we are observing, Pb3O4, which is red in color, gets converted into PbO, that is lead monoxide, which is yellow in color. Now the another characteristic of reaction is formation of precipitate. Now what does precipitate represents here? Precipitate is an insoluble substance formed by mixing two soluble substances. That is soluble substance plus soluble substance forms an insoluble substance. Let us focus on to an example. When silver nitrate, that is AgNO3, is mixed with an aqueous solution of NaCl, it forms AgCl plus NaNO3. The white precipitate of AgCl is obtained. Now, another characteristic is change of Change of state means what we know about the state is there are three states of the molecules, that is solid, liquid and the gases. Sometimes the solid substances gets converted into liquid or the solid substance gets converted into gas. For example, when H2 in a gaseous state combines with oxygen, which is also in a gaseous state, it forms H2O, and this H2O is into the liquid state. Or when we react ammonia, what is the nature of ammonia gas? It exists in the gaseous form. When it reacts with HCl, which is again in the gaseous form, it forms NH4Cl. NH4Cl is an ammonium chloride which exists into the solid state.